Imagine solution
Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30-plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today for September 15th, 2025, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc. So, morning. Good to see Ultronomus, Jam Killex. Hope you had a good weekend. If you didn't know, on Saturday morning, I think it was, after my morning walk, and this is, man, do I go off on things, but this thing I like about my day job is, it's something to keep me busy during the day. So on the weekends, I like that I, I I can kind of fill it with some intention. Like I walk in the morning, and then if I have nothing to like really get on immediately, I might do a stream like I did. So Donkey Kong Bonanza Saturday, the new DLC, I went ahead and played, kind of showing off that new DK Island, which very interesting considering, that seems like that would be content that would have been in the base game, right on the surface of the planet, DK's island or whatever. Um, but it's just neat that they added it as DLC, but at the same time, it's $20. On top of that, you get this Emerald Rush, which I played that as well. If you're interested in looking at how that works, it's like a little survivor, like roguelike little uh, section where they added. It's more of you run around and collect things as fast as you can on the maps you've already played. So it doesn't add any new stuff in that regard, just new things to do in the traditional maps. And I will say it's something as someone that covers games and talks about the industry. And I am on the fence with how Nintendo is delivering this Donkey Kong DLC to us, because essentially the game just came out and it's $20 to get this new island. Now there's no enemies or puzzles on it. It's just for running around getting gold, which I think, again, this is a way that you pay money to get current in-game currency, because it's a free way without much of a challenge to get a bunch of gold. On top of that, you have Emerald Rush, which is just the original levels that you can go through and do these timed challenges in. Is that all worth $20? Hard to say. That DK Island is pretty cool. But this makes the game $100 just 3 months after it came out, if you were to get the full game. I mean, I think this is Nintendo's way to really say, here's a $100 game. And, part of me is like, man, that's really expensive. But the other part of me is like, well, Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably my game of the year. It is top tier game development. And it's one of those where it's like, yeah, this wasn't made on Unreal Engine 5. You could tell, with Nintendo and the way they use their engines. We're not seeing kind of the mainstream in terms of developer reach that we have to with, these outside publishers that have to be able to make games on all these other platforms. So they have to use something like Unreal. And so they are making it for everything. And then there's always all these little bugs, because when you're looking at these Nintendo engines, considering it the lesser hardware, these games look fantastic. I mean, it's right up there with Astro's Playroom, and that's PS5 hardware. Yeah, so I'm on the fence with this. Donkey Kong Bonanza is like the what we should be expecting. I should put it that way. Not that it's better than what it's what we should be expecting out of a first party like Nintendo. And uh that's why I'm on the fence about the $100. So I don't really have an actual, I guess, thought of or I don't have my a line drawn in the sand on this. It's something I'm just going to kind of keep thinking about, because I did have fun. But hey, for people that don't have the funds, especially like let's say you just got the Switch 2, you just got Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then now there's this $20 DLC. I'm not saying that I'm poor, but I'm also not super rich. But I did buy it. But then I'm also thinking, down the line, for the next coming days or weeks, if I buy things, it's like, well, I just bought this thing. I got to keep that. Is there a market Nintendo has that is sizable enough to where they can just buy what Nintendo releases all the time? And maybe I'm just marketed out of that. I don't know. All right, well, let's jump in real quick to what else I've been playing this past week. Odin Sphere, guys, Odin Sphere. I've put 3 hours and 2 minutes in over the weekend, and I love this game. I played it when it first came out. I think it was like back in 2007 on the PS2. I loved it then. There was just, I don't know. I remember playing it then and then being like, well, I'm just going to move on. This is fun, but there's other things to play. With this, I'm pretty much locked in the flow of the game. I will say that this Odin Sphere Left Riser, which is it's like an ultimate edition. There's quality of life improvement. So it could have been, and I can't recognize it right off the bat, that there are changes that were made for this new version that make it easy for me to be locked in. And in terms of the loop of like checking the map, knowing where to go, it is way more Metroidvania in terms of exploration than I remember, but it's not in terms of you get an item so you can go back and do something. It's more of there's branching paths, and the branching paths just give you loot, so you want to go do that. Haven't played it a while on Vita. Yeah, and part of me then got that bug. Oh, maybe I should get a Vita again, and then because it has the option in there to upload the save to do the cross. It's like I love that aspect. I have G Generation Genesis on Vita as well, but I don't have my Vita anymore. But this is a great game. It is a good game. I remember playing it back in the past. I am so glad I could play it again. I am mostly skipping story, but there are times where I'm kind of just letting it run if it's like up to a boss battle or it's something that I can't telegraph. Like it's like, oh, I don't know what would be the purpose of this new character or whatever. Anyway, great game. Let's see what are some of the achievements I got. Obtain your first text. Okay. Completed the prelude of Gwendolyn's Tale. Gathered at least 10 texts. Acquired an S rank for all battle stages in any arena. And completed chapter 3 of Gwendolyn's Tale. I know I'm on chapter 5 now. I'm on chapter 5, so I've been getting pretty far. Yeah, 3 hours. That's okay. All right. Next up. Wife and I played a bunch of Split Fiction. Again, it's weird how there's very few achievements, and we've played 11 hours in the game. I don't know where we are. Again, I'm not gonna sit. I say this all the time. The game is okay for co-op. I can get where the fun is, but I guess what I'm saying is like there's a lot of things that you can look at the stuff you're doing in the game and be like, okay, if I was doing that by myself, I'd be bored out of my mind. I mean, with the second player, it's more interesting depending on I'm starting to find it interesting how my wife is exploring these elements in the game, because to her, she's like, what do? I have no idea. And then it clicks and then she gets it. Okay, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's weird that I've only played an hour and 58 minutes of this game because I've cleared like 3 whole worlds, unless it just hasn't captured all the time. Yeah, that is weird. An hour and 58 minutes. No. I'm gonna check something real quick, just in case. Yeah, that is the only Kirby game that's weird, because even Return to Dreamland's not on here. That's weird. I think there was a time where Switch, when it was like capturing data or whatever the playtime, I think it had some issues. I've played more than it, and actually, I could pick up my Switch and figure out, but it's in the other room. I like Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I like Kirby games in general. Uh, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is fun. It's just that there's nothing remarkable about it. It's just that as you play as Kirby, you suck in new abilities to solve puzzles. It's all that same thing. It does it. So it's called Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And remember, there's Super Mario 3D Land, or I guess they called it 3D World after Land. But basically, it's more of that perspective. It's 3D, but it's a little pulled up. Okay, Fur Squadron. This is pretty much a Star Fox like. It was a couple bucks on Steam. That's why I went ahead and bought it, downloaded it. It's okay. It's not bad, but it doesn't necessarily play well. It really seems like these developers are like, hey, we just want to make a Star Fox. And they kind of did. It's not bad. Then a Chrono Blade 2 demo. I have no idea what this is. It's just I was looking in the eShop and it looked like a cool side-scrolling action game, which it is pretty cool. It's just one of those things where maybe 10 years ago I would be really into this, but there's so many games you'd be playing right now that have, like Odin Sphere. If I'm going to play a side-scrolling action game, I'm going to play that. Hold on a second. I knew that was coming. That sneeze was coming. Okay. Donkey Kong Bonanza, we talked about that. And, I don't even know if I'm going to get back into it. I did that Emerald Rush on one level, and then I was done, and I was like, okay, what now? Will I go back and do it on the other levels? I don't know. And I don't even know if I think there's something else to do on the Donkey Kong Bonanza or the DK Island. If you guys watch the video, there's like this weird banana with these little symbols above its head. And anytime I punch it, it would just change its shape. So I have to figure out what that is, some secret there. I kind of don't want to look it up, though. That's the thing. I kind of want to see if I can figure it out. Okay, and then mainframes. So this was something that just came out. Did I play it live? I don't know if I played it live. I forget. But cheap, fun game. This is a cool little. It's like Super Meat Boy. A little easier than Super Meat Boy. Let me pull it up just to show you guys real quick. Oh, I mean, actually, I could do it right here. Mainframe store page. We'll go to it real quick. It's interesting because it looks like you're looking at an OS, a desktop, but you're this little orange floppy disk and you're running around. So it's like that. It's like sectioned off, like you're just one window or one screen of windows that you're jumping on, and then you go to the next. It's not. I mean, at least so far, it's pretty simple. It's not anything super difficult, but it has its built-in difficulty for being this type of game. And I want to say I got it for a few bucks. Let's see how much. How much is it? $12.99. I want to say I might have got it on sale though, but this is pretty fun. I gotta say, pretty fun. Okay, let's head back to this screen. Was there much news? I don't think so. And I don't know if it has to do with the time of year. I found this about Marvel's Wolverine game aims for a 2026 release. Venom project still in development. And that then reminds me of I need to eventually complete Spider-Man 2. I feel like every time I jump back into Spider-Man 2, I'm doing a walking section. It's kind of boring. Someone familiar with the situation has confirmed to us that Wolverine will stick to the 2026 scheduled release seen in the leaks, and that the Venom project remains in development. Additionally, we have also managed to gather some extra details about Venom based on information we've come across The most important information we received from our main source is that Wolverine is still on track for a 2026 release. Venom has been in active development. While we haven't been able to determine how advanced the Venom project is, if we assume Wolverine remains the priority, it's likely that the game is still in pre-production. All right, I didn't really say too much more. I'm a little disappointed in some of these bigger Marvel games in a way are being locked behind. I kind of wish they did it like Warhammer 40K. And we've talked about that with like Gundam games. Like with Warhammer 40K, they pretty much make all these different types of games. I guess it's easier to license it, but all these different types of games, all these different platforms, all these different genres. You got turn-based, you got first person, you have RTS, third person action. And I kind of wish they did that with Marvel games because I feel like, for instance, Spider-Man's kind of locked in, these prestige, kind of open world games. I wish, they would have a company that maybe a smaller budget. They're like, hey, just make some cool, it could be a third person action game, but just kind of, more streamlined, linear Spider-Man game. Spider-Man 2 from Jim Kellogg. Spider-Man 2 really was a letdown story-wise. Was it? And I'm not too far in it. Like, I haven't even come across... I haven't got the black Spider-Man suit yet. I think that's... I don't know. But yeah, it would be interesting. I remember that first one when it came out, and I played it a lot. Like, am I thinking like 2017? Do you guys remember? And even then I didn't beat it. Like, I thought the game was fun. Didn't beat it. I remember in this house, and it was a few years ago, that I finally beat it. And I want to say I beat the Miles Morales one first. That I liked that one more. The Miles game had more of that. It had the open world, but it was structured very well. There wasn't a lot of those walking moments. Okay, so I want to show this other game off real quick. That's supposed to come out today. It says the game plans to unlock in approximately less than an hour, and this is Lego Voyagers, which looks great. It's completely a co-op game, so think of like what they've been doing with Split Fiction. It Takes Two. I was forgetting those games for a second there. And you're just these like two little Lego blocks that you move around the world. Let me see if there's another video on here. But anyway, it just shows you these a red and blue block going through the Lego world, doing Lego things, I suppose. I feel like I would have a lot of fun with my wife with this, and I have no idea because I haven't even played it. But I just feel like that would lend itself better to like puzzles and stuff than like Split Fiction, because Split Fiction just plays like a 360 AA game. You have a double jump and a dash, and then there's just puzzles around that. This sits through these little blocks moving around. I wonder, like, yeah, here's some more I guess video to get an idea. Like, you're utilizing things in the world and the environment to build, travel around. I'm telling you, this... Yeah, it looks great. Can't wait. Looks great. Can't wait. And it's supposed to... Oh, right here. $22.49. It just dropped. $22.49. I think that is a great game. Or a great... And the Friends Pass is amazing. I think that's a great price. Actually, let me check something. Now that it's out... Or now that it's priced, because it wasn't priced earlier. That was live during this show. You can get it right now for $21 at Green Man Gaming. I might buy that later and then ask the wife to try it out with me. That's pretty cool. That happened live. All right, guys, that's Lego Voyagers. But then when I was checking that out, I think I came across something else. Is it down here? Let me search. There's another Lego game coming out this month, which is kind of weird. Yeah, Lego Party. Again, Lego is coming out with games that are fitting genres that already exist, but they're coming in a little cheaper. You know what? They even had that Lego racing game. I'm going to check that out. But this party game is just like a party game, so it's like a Mario Party, whatever. So far, $35.99. It'll be $39 at release, but that's a good price considering $80 games, or Donkey Kong Bonanza being $100 with its DLC. So let me look at the Lego Racing, because that might have been called like 2K Racing or something. I've heard, unless it wasn't on PC. Oh, and then we got this Lego Brawls. That was probably like Smash Brothers. Never played that. Okay, well, let me just do Lego Racing. Yeah, Lego 2K Drive. There we go. But why did that not show up in the search? Oh, because of the R. I wonder if I needed that little R on there. Wow. Is that true? No. Okay. You would just have to go through the whole list of games. Anyway, and I was typing in racing instead of drive. So this is $29.99. Again, cheaper than a Mario Kart. It's got mixed reviews, though. I don't know. I'd like to try this sometime. Okay. I think that's it for that. We're going to jump into something, guys. So we're going to play a game. Originally, we were going to use this time to play Samurai Showdown, the Steam edition. It might still be on sale, actually. $7. Yeah, there's this pack here, and then there's this Steam edition. It was $7. I already feel ashamed that I didn't play it ahead of time. But no, we're going to play Chrono Gear, Warden of Time. Today was the first time I had ever seen or heard about this game. The video looked like straight up Castlevania, like to the point to where this might not be anything like Castlevania. And I kind of don't care because the music was good. Just when I was seeing, like, there was just scenes of the character doing actions while jumping around and doing puzzles that felt very Castlevania. So this is weird. Okay, there we go. Sam Show, JamKillX, is that a character? See, and I think this might be from something, because in the reviews, people are like, well, if you know this, you'll know this character. And I was like, I don't. Yeah, Holo Live, I think it was what it said. Oh, okay, I just spilled some water on it. Okay, so far, pixel art is awesome. Let's look at the... Okay, there's a lot with... And there's an auto parry, interesting. I'm not going to mess with that stuff yet since I don't know. All right, difficulty. Yeah, that seems fun. Play tutorial, sure. Chrono Gear, yeah, right, isn't it? You would think it would be a game that already existed. Yeah, this just came out a few days ago. Look at the thingy you're making, the Chrono Gear. I can't have it. It's too big for my pocket. Saying, what's it for? It's beyond comprehension for anyone other than me. Okay. It's nearly complete. Let's go. Okay, so they're talking about... This is supposed to, I guess, show these two characters having a little bit of a relationship. Okay, here we go. This feels great. Music notes. Chronicopter. To dashboard. Oh, okay. I love it. That is cool. I love that there's a dash. So the movement already in this is pretty awesome. Oh, Samurai Showdown is often abbreviated as Sam Show. That was my first SNK fighter when I was a kid. I had no idea that that was its abbreviated usage. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Samurai Showdown games. I guess for me the big thing was it was amazing to see katana slicing, or just the way, even though that wasn't different than like Mortal Kombat, to me the art style really lended to seeing samurai. I guess Japanese based characters. I don't know what they... Oh, so you could just hold down and move? Wow, that's interesting. The controls for the combat are pretty fun. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that. There's that little dodge or parry or whatever. Top left corner screens your health. The hazard. Oh, okay. So reflecting projectiles get me health. Okay, so it's like a time travel thing maybe? Oh, and a shield action. What about these things? Oh, maybe because it's full? Oh, I see. Oh, and then a shield to open a bunch of stuff. And then a shield to turn that off. Stasis. Oh, I don't have any more. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, so there's those little abilities. Okay, so it makes me run faster. I don't know if that did what it was supposed to.
Wow!
Oh, she's got twin blades like the hands of a clock. Reminds me of Power Rangers Time Force. Yeah. I like when all that stuff is integrated. That was weird. Okay. I'm really curious to see, and I don't... What in the world? Well, on my end, it's all acting... My stream's acting up. But anyway, I'm really curious to see... I think, was that just for the narration? Is this gonna be... Yeah, is this gonna be like an open world Metroidvania, or is this just a level by level?
Conflict between its 5 core elements.
Oh, now we're getting the true intro.
Nature, time, civilization, and chaos. The conflict ended when a 6th concept, hope, descended to unify them. To bring the universe into balance, the gods bestowed the concepts with physical forms. The speaker of space, Sana. The keeper of nature, Fauna. The warden of time, Chrono. The guardian of civilization, Mume. Their leader, Chaos Incarnate, Bales. And Hope Descendant, Iris. The 6 of them formed the council that would preside over the universe. Together, they made a promise to support one another, no matter what. As humanity evolved, the council became influenced by their qualities. None was more deeply affected by this than the Warden of Time, Oro Chrono, who grew...
Was it just me, or were they showing them with like modern clothes? I guess through time, and they're showing through the ages or something?
Was upset once again by Chrono's drive to become the strongest of them all. From her desire, the Chrono Gear was born, granting Chrono the power to preserve timelines. But where power lies, evil will seek to control it. A dark force from an alternate timeline appeared, pursuing the Chrono Gear for her own twisted goals. Desperate to protect her creation, Chrono called upon the rest of Council, and a great battle ensued.
Okay, seems like a cool traditional
its golden gears scattered
bad guy
across the
fighting story.
stars, and the space-time continuum
Does that mean these are each levels? Is that how it's gonna work?
was ruined.
Okay. You know, I like how this is 4-3 and there's a border on the side. And this is a brand new game. So they even made it old school. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's crazy. Again? I don't have the time to be lollygagging. Smart person. Clock people? Oh, NPCs. Okay. Here we go. There's a timer up above. Okay, let's see. There's checkpoint. Let's see how this works. You know, some of it, for some reason, reminds me of Sonic. Pretty neat music. So, immediate thoughts. Still seems like it could be Castlevania-like, but there are some things like these could be just stage-based. The other parts about Sonic 2 is there's like places that you can go above and below, and who knows like where to really go. You know what I mean? Where it's just. Yeah, enemies. Rhymes like Sonic enemies. Oh, my screen is still black. Oh. Okay, and there's a CD up there. Or just something I just can't do yet. And then there's this. I don't know. Okay, progress saved. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if this. No. Let me get back. Alright, it is that time. I gotta go. It looks really weird on my end. Let me see just in case if there's another thing. It's really hard to determine much of what's going on. Oh. Holy crap, I know of these VTubers. Oh, so these are VTubers? That's interesting. Okay. Interesting artwork. I like the big pixel stuff. Oh, is this a boss? Oh, heck yeah. There was not much to that. It could just be it's early on. So curious, is that a power for something? That's just to clear the stage. Clear a mission without rewinding time. Was I supposed to rewind time to do something? This is pretty neat. It's just a side-scrolling game, but it feels very good. It feels very good to play, and this has a lot of charm to it. This is a very cool, chill, and yeah, it keeps reminding me of Sonic for some reason. I mean, there's like, yeah. Anyway, oh, extras. All right, I might have to explore this a bit more later. That was really cool. All right, I gotta head out. That was a lot of fun. Thanks all for joining. One screen. I'll be back tomorrow with some more news, but until next time, have a good one. I'll see you.